The women sing as they dance and advance step by step. This was a welcome song in Ma, the language of these Maasai. This is the Maasai way. Today, it is just one more show for us tourists. Lalita and Bargita join in.
From our camp in Gerende, it is a long ride through the Mara to visit this Maasai village. On the way, we see signs of their way of life. Cattle in search of grass, herded by a Maasai male dressed in his traditional robes. By lore, the Maasai are God's caretakers of all cattle. It's also a symbol of Maasai wealth.
History says that in the 15th century, the Maasai moved from South Sudan in search of richer grazing grounds for their cattle. They ended up in the fertile lands of Kenya and Tanzania. Since then, they have settled here in many semi-nomadic groups. We exit the Mara through the Olulai Mutiek gate to reach the village.
We see a crawl-like enclosure called Enkang. A wide, tall border of acacia thorn and other bushes. It keeps away hungry lions and predators from people and cattle.
A Maasai teenager who has recently been circumcised is our guide. We enter a large open yard and take part in the song and dance routine.
The men also show off their skills. It is a fake Adumu contest. Each warrior jumps straight up as high as he can, and another one follows to do even better. It is an exhibition of strength and manliness.
In a real Adumu, a waiting bride would pick the winner to be her groom. The men were not done. They also demonstrate their survival skill of making a fire.
So you see the smoke? So you see the fire?
Did you say that was the elephant dung?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you see the fire?
But it took so much time that I thought they were still learning. We meet and pose for pictures. One of the men wore a hat made of a lion's skin. He had apparently killed a marauding lion, and this hat was his badge of honor. I was given his spear to hold and the hat to wear. Tourist fun, no doubt.
The central yard was big enough to shelter a big herd of cattle. This yard was surrounded by Maasai homes. The wives of the same man would live in neighboring houses, and a man may have many wives.
Each home is built by a Maasai wife with sticks for frames, a mixture of earth and cow dung for mortar, and more cow dung to coat and waterproof the surface. Each home is very small with a very low roof. Our host leads us to one of them.
We stoop to enter. The ceiling is low and it's very dark. It's the wife's work to bring water, light the fire, and cook. The next room has a narrow bed and a small cow for a child.
To show how the home is made, our host takes us to a half-built home and explains the Maasai way of life. The main diet of the Maasai is milk. For special occasions, though, an animal would be bled for a drink or even killed for its meat.
We exit the home and take pictures. In the yard, we see Maasai women perform yet again for another set of tourists. On our way out, we see the gate of another small yard where young cattle will be tended to by very young Maasai. We exit and see women selling colorful Maasai crafts.
We also learn that the Maasai way is changing fast, as there is not enough free rangeland left for them to continue their semi-nomadic life.